Hello everyone, I'm back. What originally was a 2-hour rest plan ended up being a 24-hour rest plan. Yeah, I ended up taking a break for a bit. There was actually a lot to marinate in terms of the story. I just read the chapters again because I felt like I needed to. So what I'm getting so far is MC has been added into a mission that's been requested by the Farspace fleet. Caleb, as the colonel of the Farspace fleet, is doing a takeover, and he's taking over the other fleet, the 𝙬𝙗 fleet. So obviously things aren't really going as smooth as possible. MC finds out that by taking over the soldiers of the 𝙬𝙗 fleet, the soldiers of the 𝙬𝙗 fleet actually have to go through a medical examination, and there are a lot of people who did not want to go through the medical examination. And then we find out it's because each officer that goes through the medical examination has to be chipped. At least that's what I'm getting so far. They have to be chipped to, enhance their capabilities, their physical capabilities, as that seems to be the case with all the officers in the Farspace fleet. So naturally, yeah, it's not going very well. And then we find out later that during a banquet, there's been an assassination attempt, and Caleb seems to be in the know about this assassination attempt and misdirected MC to go to another fleet whilst he went towards the trap that was set for him. But then we are introduced at the end of chapter 4 to a new player in the game. So there is a unidentified person. We don't really know about this person's affiliations yet. I'm guessing he might actually be directly related to the fleet and are probably upset about Ever's meddling into their affairs. We also find that there's some sort of instrument that can scramble the Turing chip. I'm saying scramble because I'm not really sure what it's doing, but it seems to be breaking the Turing chip. I don't know how. All I'm thinking, maybe it's like EMP sort of shit. I have no idea. And it caused Caleb's veins to bulge and turn blue. But yeah, these are just my ramblings. So I'm actually glad I took that break, so now I can go through the rest of the myth with a clear mind and also super excited. Okay, let's go. Chapter 5. Let me increase the volume a bit. There we go. All right. Oh, it's raining. Subdued thunder grumbles in the sky as a deep roar resounds from the command center that's concealed within dark clouds. Aircraft stands on the silent runway. After checking both bases, I've confirmed that the so-called takeover was nothing but a fabrication. Huh? Oh, the taking over of the Alpha and Beta fleet, right? I remember you called it Alpha Beta fleet, or am I wrong? Okay, so she found out that Caleb lied to her. Above my head, the navigation lights of more than a dozen aircraft weave dense, glowing trails across the night sky. The wind stirs up the airwaves, sending them swirling into the distance. Those are Caleb's reinforcements, right? I look at the adjutant who had forcefully escorted me back to Skyhaven. Oh no! Okay, alright. In the descending rain, his countenance remains calm. I also forgot to mention, I did say I liked Liam. I thought he was a good egg, but then I realized man's been chipped for sure. That's why he's so calm and so obedient. So I don't know how I feel about Liam anymore. So the fleet bases were never in danger. It was Caleb who played the diversion, and you knew this, Liam. Oh, okay.
あの状況ではあなたを遠ざけるのが最善の策でした。
Oh. The assassination attempt was real, but him saying that the two fleets were being taken over was false. Yeah. Did he also predict they'd make a move at tonight's banquet? Caleb planned out everything, but I never thought my role would have me be out of the game. Oh, that hurts.
確かにあなたは疾患感が唯一信用できる助けではあります。しかしあなたの存在は彼の判断に影響を及ぼすのです。彼を責めないでください。
How could I? It's just that this overwhelming need to protect me is kind of laughable. Even if I return to the fleet's command center now, I'd only end up being a spectator at Caleb's side. Ooh. On the dimly lit street where light and shadow intertwine, I shuffle around aimlessly. But Caleb's hurt right now, right? Liam, you're Caleb's adjutant. Do you think he trusts you?
私は執管官に信用される必要はありません。必要なのは命令だけです。
Yeah, he's chipped, for sure. So if he orders you to leave behind your loved ones, you do it?
それこそが私が執管官のそばに立ち、彼に仕えることのできる理由です。
As in he could do it? Or as in he knew Caleb would not ask him to do it? That's what I want to know. The red light flickers on the opposite side of the empty crossroad. I stop in my tracks and look into his empty gaze.
ハンターさん、私たちはあなたとは違うんです。
Oh dear. How so? Is it because I haven't been modified by that chip? Ooh, MC! Liam, if the chip was implanted into me, what would your colonel do?
払い得るすべての代価を払って取り出そうとするでしょうね。しかし、あなたは自らそんな苦しみを体験する必要はありません。
I don't like where this is going, guys. Of course.
今夜はもう安全なはずですから、護衛はここまでにしましょう。執管官から伝言を預かっています。パーティーが終わったら家でお前を待ってる。だそうです。
Okay, so he... Huh? Wouldn't it be the other way around, though, considering he... I don't know. Okay. Maybe Liam was ordered to, like, take her around for a while, and then when he's finally done, he'll be home, and then she'd arrive later. I don't know. I'm thinking too much into the specifics. Liam bows and then salutes me. He turns to leave. The downpour drapes over the glass wall by the street. I look over and see my blurred reflection in a cascade of falling Asiatic apple petals. The touring chip I took from the colonel's office is still in the secret compartment of my shoe. Oh no! No, 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 no. No! Wait, what? I'm so scared now. The remaining distance between Caleb and me will disappear with just one simple press? What? No? MC? Hello? Am I reading this right? She's not... The streetlights glimmer. That's why she didn't remember anything in the beginning. She put it in her. Okay, girl is insane. Okay, wow. All right, the streetlights glimmer in the rain as I sit on a bench. I'm drained of strength. The implant... What? What? She just... What? What? Really? Just like that? The implantation is quick and simple. There's just a faint trace of the inside of my arm. That was the red line thingy. Okay. Alright. Okay. 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 I feel very stupid now about what I said in the first chapter. This is my secret to bear alone. It feels like me against the world, and I'd go to any length to cry out my See, now I don't know if this is really her. I feel like this is the chip talking already. Holy shit, this is kind of extreme already. Just imagining Caleb's reaction upon finding this out sends a shiver through the depths of my heart. Oh shit. Oh, okay. The sound of footsteps draw closer. Just as a shadow engulfs me, the rain stops.
ずっと探してたんだぞ。どうして帰ってこなかった？
Oh. Oh shit. Oh god, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm a little shook right now, and I just started the recording. Do I have to turn around? Oh.
リアムはお前を一人で天行の街中に置いていくべきじゃなかったな。
He seems fine now. I walked here by myself. It has nothing to do with him.
どうして一人でここに座って雨に打たれてる？風邪ひくぞ。
Maybe because I'm upset, Caleb. When we played hide and seek in the past, Caleb always managed to find me. But even if he finds me now, I can't bear the thought of going back to that place called home with him. Caleb, look, there are Asiatic apples in Skyhaven. I turn away from Caleb's face, letting my gaze drift to the line of blossoming trees that extend into the rain.
昔、家の近くの駅にもあったな。毎年花が散るのは、天行に戻る俺をお前が送ってくれる時期だった。
Oh dear.
お前が街道が好きだなんて知らなかったよ。
I don't. Because Asiatic apple flowers take you away from me. I don't like them.
俺をお前のそばから連れて行くような人はどこにもいない。
That's a lie. The vibrant clusters of flowers carry no scent, like I'm staring at rows of trees adorned with beautiful but lifeless specimens.
さあ、一緒に帰ってくれるだろう。
I wonder how long it... Oh, right, the scene. I forgot about this. I feel like... Why do I always find myself admiring Caleb from down below? Looking up to him. I know he's tall, but this angle is, it's stirring feelings deep within me. How long do you plan to lock me up this time? A month? A year? Or forever?
もしどれもお前と離れる結果につながってるなら、一生かけて解決の方法を見つけ出す。
Oh damn.
でもその結果を迎えるまではずっと一緒にいるんだ。
I didn't get a good look at it earlier, but I think that was the pin Caleb gave her before the banquet. What if my friends and colleagues from the association come looking for me?
その時はお前の葬式をしよう。みんなお前が死んだと思う。
What? What? Whoo boy. Maybe I read that wrong. Just let me check this again.
その時はお前の葬式をしよう。みんなお前が死んだと思う。
Don't question me on that. Okay.
帰ろう。風邪ひくぞ。
Oh wow, the look on his face. Oh my god. He kinda hot. Isn't it funny that you're worried about me catching a cold after discussing my funeral?
つまり兄として心配しないと思いやりには聞こえないって。
Oh, okay. Wow.
お前は俺を嫌いになりきれない。
あ。
そうだろう。
Oh.
必ずお前の気に入る方法を見つける。お前が俺のそばにいる限り。
Wow. Oh wow. Alright, so I've mentioned it before, but when he meant like if my concern for you is not that of a brother, I think the reason why he said that is because the concern over here is not like a gentle concern. She's referring to how he was back in the day, where he wouldn't even talk about her funeral. So that's why she's like, where is this Caleb? Because I think the Caleb now, he feels like his old self is pretty much dead, especially after that explosion. And especially with his quest right now, he feels like the old him is just gone. If you think about it, like his hopes and dreams of becoming a pilot has basically been left in the dust. That's all given up, and then now his only focus right now is MC. I feel really bad for Caleb. And then at the same time, like when he said like you can't bring yourself to hate me, and I was like, god damn, yeah, you're right, I really cannot. Oh jeez, I feel so bad for him. I cannot handle this. Caleb, I hate it when you're like this. Oh. Because in a way when she says that, it's like she's saying I hate you right now. You know? Because this is who he is now. And it hurts him that she keeps looking for the old him, I guess. But then she still hugs him. Good. But what I hate the most is how you're always able to make me change my mind. Oh. Huh? Oh no. Oh no, he's not okay. Caleb, what's going on? Caleb. Oh no. What? Oh shit. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, I did not expect this to be... Oh no, is it the chip? Please. MC, hang in there. Okay. Not gonna lie, I did almost tear up. Actually, I am tearing up a little already. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't feel this before, but I am feeling it now. I feel like he is absolutely scared. And he is despairing over the idea that MC would not be able to accept who he is now. Because he is kind of broken. All his past goals, dreams, aspirations, although even in the past his main goal was to protect MC, it still felt a bit like it was something he liked, right? Like flying as a pilot, it still felt like something he owned and almost had nothing to do with MC. It's just that he was able to make it also related to MC. Like he did what he liked, and at the same time it would be able to support MC as she grew up, and you know, in turn that's him taking care of her. But now it's like that's all gone. He's now a completely different person because of the chip. But that's the thing, I wonder if he feels that way because of the chip. So this is where I'm torn between whether his old self really is gone or if this is all just the chip. And if the chip were gone, would he be his old self again? At least, you know, in MC's eyes. Because to MC, he does seem like two different people. But then to Caleb himself, he's like, I've always been like this. It's just that I'm more like truer to myself now. Because there are more pressing matters at hand. So he collapsed because of that thing, right? That little instrument that scrambled his Turing chip. Because I was wondering, I was like, oh, he seems fine. Because the last time we saw him in the previous chapter, he was on the floor, right? So then, what happened? Did they let him go? What's going on? I don't know. Maybe I ended the previous video a little too soon. I should have ended it here so that I could have time to digest all of this. But anyway, sorry. Okay, chapter 6. Whew. Given Caleb's current state, I can't entrust him to anyone in the fleet. I have to take him home. Without even drying off from the rain, I use all my strength to bring him to the bedroom. As soon as I push open the door, the weight pulls me down onto the soft bed with him. Oh. I prop myself up and my gaze is drawn to the crimson vein behind his ear. What? Amidst the deafening roars of thunder, he seems ensnared in a deep nightmare. In agony, he's pulling his collar apart. I'm here, Caleb. I'm not going anywhere. He clenches his fist, his pale knuckles leaving behind a trail of blood. I quickly take his hand and press it against my chest. The crimson veins beneath his skin branch out from behind his ear. Oh, so the sound is Wait, so the chip is not on his arm. It's behind his ear. Extend to his shoulder and flow down his tense right arm. Oh. Neurons. Sweat soaks the hair on his forehead, dripping onto the bedsheet. Meanwhile, his body is racked with spasms. Even though I'm unaware of what changes his body is undergoing, the scene before me is all too familiar. In the serene garden of that villa in Skyhaven, Kevi, who had recently lost his sister, went through a similar experience. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know, when his emotions got too strong, right? When he was talking to MC, the thing sort of reset him, like erased what was happening to calm him down. So, is the chip doing this to Caleb? So he's gonna forget that this encounter happened? This isn't good. I have to make it stop. Steadying my trembling hands, I try to search for a button on his body, one that might not even exist. It's at this moment that he opens his eyes. The room swirls around me and my back is slammed onto the bed. I look up to find Caleb's face, drenched in sweat, staring back at me. Oh shit, Wait, is it going to erase everything? What? Is he gonna forget her? Caleb! My wrists are yanked above my head, pressed against something cold and stiff. It feels as if it's not his hand that's restraining me, but rather a lifeless machine. Oh right, she doesn't know about his arm yet.
どうして抵抗するんだ?
え?
俺が怖いか? 今までの俺とは別人みたいか?
Oh no. He leans down, his damp hair catching the room's cold light in the room. Drops fall and trickle down my collarbone. Oh, he needs to calm down. I don't like this. Oh! Oh no! No. What?
お前にわかるものか? 俺の罪が.
What is he talking about? The pressure pinning me down finally eases. His body slumps onto me. Only his right arm continues to twitch in some sort of rhythmic pattern. Oh, is it because it's Since Caleb returned to me, I rarely had nightmares about him. But I dreamed of him that night. There was no sun. He floated within a dark green jungle. The ropes that bound him morphed into vines, sprouting from sturdy branches. They wrapped around his wrists and ankles like venomous snakes flicking their tongues. Every muscle swelled under the vine's encroachment. Tiny hair-like thorns pierced his skin and greedily siphoned nutrients from his flesh. What? Then they injected new toxins into... Okay? His body trembled like a beast caught in a trap, struggling against the restraints that only grew tighter with every move. Finally, he crashed into the dirt, buried by leaves carrying the scent of decay. A wilted leaf fell down slowly. It covered his hollow eye socket. So, I'm wondering if this is a hint to his limited myth. But this could also just be MC's, her psyche imagining what had happened to him. But then he never told her, so how does she know? Ah, right, because of the report she read. She knows that he's been modified. So this is probably just her fear playing in her mind as a dream. That, or it could be a hint to his limited myth, I don't know. But it does seem a little too abstract and very disturbing. Like, wow. The jungle devoured his body, leaving him as a withered tree choked by its grasp. What on earth? Could this also be the chip that's causing her to dream this? Waking up from that dream, I groggily reach toward the other side of the bed. Caleb. My palm feels nothing but the mattress. I instantly return to reality. Caleb? Okay, so this is not that morning from the first chapter. I need to go to the living room. As soon as I make a turn in the hallway, morning light floods my vision. Skyhaven sunlight has always been brighter than the one that touches Lincoln. Through the gaps between my fingers, a figure becomes clear, as if rising from a pool of clear water. When did you get up? I let out a sigh of relief and walked toward Caleb. At least he's looking better. I place my palm on his forehead, then slide it down by his right arm, gently squeezing as I go. Ooh. I wonder if she can feel like it's not real. Oh, okay. I wonder if I can feel if it's not real. Sorry. Do you feel better now? Let me take a look.
お前は
His gaze shifts to my face. He's holding a photo that was originally placed on the coffee table.
朝起きたら隣でお前が寝てた
Oh, okay. I got scared for a moment. Oh, is that it? Not intending to guess the meaning behind his words, I lower my head and take the photo from him. In it, 𝘾𝙗𝙬 is wearing a uniform. The girl next to him is planting a tender kiss on his slightly surprised... Oh, it's that photo! Oh, no! Oh, is he reminiscing? His embrace and the way he carries himself feel familiar. His body doesn't resist, and it almost seems like he wants more. What a way to describe. This is a photo of 𝘾𝙗𝙬 and me. It was taken when he graduated from Aerospace Academy.
それで
His fingers brush my temple as he tucks a strand of hair behind my ear. Tracing the curve of my jaw, 𝘾𝙗𝙬 gently lifts my chin. Wow, he's so forward now. What's happening? What's happening? Did he think that they did something because she was sleeping next to him? His cool touch strokes my cheek as if he's seeking an answer to some enigmatic question beneath my skin.
お前は誰
Huh? Wait, what? Wait, what? Is this what he meant? Is this what he meant? Is this what he meant by don't take her away? He's worried that the chip would erase his memory of her. That's what he meant. That's what he meant by don't take her away. Could it be? Or could it be related to something about, you know, his child? I don't... Well, how many times are these two going to lose their memory in this myth? Okay, wait. Huh? 𝘾𝙗𝙬, you don't remember me? This is messed up. Like, what the heck? The most absurd assumption ends up being true. 𝘾𝙗𝙬 is sitting in front of me, yet he acts like a puppet stripped of its soul. Unlike Kevy, his memories haven't been altered. The Turing chip has completely wiped them out. Oh my god. So it's more than just me, you don't even remember who you are? As he sits on the couch, it feels as though a frosted glass wall separates us. He's so near, yet I can't see him clearly.
でもお前から感じるものは覚えてる
Why you gotta say that? He lowers his head, his index finger fishing out the metal necklace hiding under his collar.
これもお前からもらったものだよな
Oh. I mean, are you telling me that while the chip was going crazy, erasing his memory, he managed to hold on to some bits of her? Why? Okay.
俺たちは昔から知り合いなのか
What he's asking in English and what he's asking in Japanese are two different things, but I sort of prefer the English. Or it could mean the same thing. In Japanese was like, have I known you from before? Like, or have we known each other a long time? Wait, let me just hear it again.
俺たちは昔から知り合いなのか
Oh, have we known each other since a long time ago? But then that could also mean that he's asking if they're actually close. Because if you know someone for a really long time, that means you're close, right? But I do like the English better. After everything that's happened, it's hard to put our relationship into simple words. He was one of the most important people in my life. Even with all this that has happened, he's still someone I can't afford to lose. My heartbeat is like a balloon that rises high, only to come crashing back into my chest. When I lock eyes with 𝘾𝙗𝙬, a ridiculous thought strikes me like lightning. No matter what I say, he'll believe me. Shit. That's the chip. That's the Turing chip making her like this. Oh wait, this is kind of awesome. We are experiencing firsthand what Caleb has been going through with the chip. That's crazy. That is insane. What the hell? We're... You're the most important person to me, and I'm the most important person to you. She's not wrong, though. As if to affirm my words, I snuggle against Okay. See, As if to affirm my words, I snuggle against Caleb's chest and wrap my arms around his neck. Caleb, I'm the only one in this world who truly knows you.
一番近しい人。
Oh, the closest person to you. Okay. You'll never leave me, just like the vines that cling to a tree. We shared a part of our lives with each other, so we'll never be apart.
ごめん。何も思い出せない。
It's okay if you can't remember for now. I'll always be here for you. The pleasure from deceit and setting traps almost numbs my limbs. I tighten my hold on him and my lips brush against his earlobe. Wow. I wonder if the chip just sort of removes all inhibitions in a person and they get super reckless about their decision making and they just do what they want to do, you know? Oh gosh, wow, okay, Caleb is making a lot of sense. Just like what you've done for me. The open window is closed as a sudden breeze sweeps through the room. Our shadows intertwine and blend into the flickering darkness, mingling with the shifting patches of light on the floor. Wow. The way how that pictures them being encased in a space, like she wants them to be locked together in a space. So that was kind of cool. Caleb, can you promise me something? From now on, you won't go anywhere else. You'll always stay by my side. Is that okay? After a moment's hesitation, the chill touch of his arm seeps through the thin fabric of my clothes and settles on the small of my back. The tightening force devours the last bit of distance between us. Okay. That is so bittersweet though, what the heck? Now, without context, I would say MC is preying on his cluelessness. But with the chip in there, it starts to make complete sense. But that's the cool thing about this story is you don't really know. Even though I am seeing how this has affected MC, the chip I mean, that's implanted in her, even though I see how it's affected her, because I read the 4-star cards, it's also kind of hard to say that Caleb was never like this. It's just that he had a filter, you know? Like he knew what was wrong. Or he knew what was... sorry, let me just lower down the volume. He knew what was excessive. But with the Taurine chip, it's like all those limiters are just out the door. So can you really say he's a different person? When really what he's just doing is doing what his instincts tell him to, without any filters. Which can be said the same for MC right now. Literally every single break that she had on herself regarding her relationship with Caleb has just been gone. You know? That's why she's acting like this. And then that just sort of proves how much MC feels about Caleb. Like, if in case anyone was doubting about how she views him. Like, I doubt you can say the chip made her fall for him, right? Because she's already in love with him. That's why she's like this. Oh my god. Okay, I need to see what's happening next. This is crazy intense. So what the heck? Oh, okay, a theme park. The amnesia Caleb was like a blank page in a book, the result of an error. And if someone must rewrite... What? MC! Honey boo! Sweetie pie! Love of my life, come here! I need to sit you down and... Oh shit, wait! Okay, and if someone must rewrite him, then that person was me, and me alone. Okay. I hid his phone. What? I hid his phone, fleet uniform, communication device, and anything else that might wake him from this dream. Okay, MC. It's never easy to locate a fleet colonel's residence. The dim house was a chaotic black hole evading the constraints of time. He's reduced to a solitary floating island that drifts within, and I was the sole resident. The way she is like conducting poetry right now about her manipulation. Over the course of 3 days, it's as if we've returned to our childhood, to the small garden of that shelter where we first met. We only grew with each other's company, and the world beyond these walls didn't mean anything to us. Can I say the music is also amazing? The way it highlights what's going on right now, you know? It has like a sort of a whimsical, almost naive joy to it, which is basically what's happening, kinda. Caleb, there are a lot of monsters outside. Will the world end tomorrow? There's no need to be afraid of the end of the world. Where do you want to go today? Let's have some fun. The amusement park. Skyhaven's amusement park was built on a small island near the central island. The top half of the Ferris wheel disappears into the clouds. Amidst the crowd's screams, the pendulum ride reaches its apex. Just off the ride, I lean against the railing, my stomach churning like a storm.
真空ハンターなんだろ？こんなんで本当に真空で狩りなんてできるのか？
Oh my god. I really don't know how to feel about this, but they look so happy and it's oh, wow. Caleb crouches down in front of me as he holds the ice cream he just bought. I didn't have breakfast today. Besides, suppressing a sudden wave of nausea, I lean in and take a quick bite of the ice cream in his hand. It's just a title. That doesn't mean we're hunters in deep space, or we go into deep space to hunt.
お前が真空ハンターなら、俺は何なんだ？
Uh-oh. You're my honey bun, sweetie bun, cutie cutie pie. You're my... I don't know how the song went, I'm sorry. Standing up and letting out a sigh of relief, I place the puppy-eared headwear I've been holding on Caleb's head. Then I hold his index finger with mine as we walk into the bustling crowd. So she's saying, you're my puppy. That's what she's saying. You're the sidekick of a deep space hunter. Time flows differently in the amusement park. Even without planning anything, we still manage to spend the entire day here. The dusk in Skyhaven paints the sky in shades of purple and orange as the sun sinks into the distant sea of clouds. The sightseeing train loops around the floating island. In the last passenger car, Caleb and I sit side by side in the back row. Okay, so I'm reading, and I'm actually worried. Does that mean we're going to be spending the rest of the story with a reset Caleb? No, right? He's gonna get those memories back. Yeah, I think he should, especially seeing how chapter 1 ended up. He was wearing his uniform and everything, and it was MC's turn to be amnesiac, so... yeah. That means there is a way to get it back. Right? Right? Okay. His memories, I meant.
昔の俺はお前に散々いじめられてたんだろうな。
He removes the headwear and tucks it into the plush apple bag slung across his chest. He ties the glittering balloon to the train car's handle. But you always took it willingly, even enjoyed it. He pats his own shoulder.
少し寝るか?
I yawn again and lean my head on him. Caleb, in a happy place like an amusement park, no one wants to waste time sleeping.
そうなのか。でも、ここ自体が夢みたいなもんだし、夢の中で寝るのは無駄じゃないんじゃないか?
Oh wow, okay. Like what they're going through right now is like a dream. Shifting into a comfortable position, I nuzzle Caleb and close my eyes. Oh, MC. Then promise me you'll still be here when I wake up. The wheels rumble as they begin to move. Suddenly, the watch on my wrist emits a faint vibration. Oh dear. I turn away from him a little and check the message. It's a notice from the Hunters Association. My temporary assignment is supposed to end in 3 days. The association is asking about the progress of this mission and confirming my return date. Oh dear.
お前は俺のスマホを没収した。公平を期すなら、俺もその探査機を没収するべきだよな。
They match in each other's freaks. Wow.
どうして急に浮かない顔してるんだ？
I put away my watch and turn back around. It's nothing. Our sweet dream is about to close its doors.
明日開園したらまた来ればいいさ。
Okay, sorry. I was just staring at his face for a while. The clouds in the sky look like a flowing oil painting. Right behind Caleb is the fleet's commander center on the central island's highest point. He's been MIA for 3 whole days. I wonder how long it'll take for the storm to reach us as it brews atop that tower. Wow, okay. That's true, because if this is something that can happen, what's the protocol? You know? Like, what if the person completely forgets who they are? Then how do you get back your soldier? Words rush to my lips, but suddenly, for some reason, my mind feels foggy from a throbbing pain. Maybe this planet will explode tomorrow and it'll be the end of the world. Why is MC so grim?
それでも怖がる必要なんてない。
Even then, there's nothing to be afraid of? Okay.
俺たちがいるこの世界は、もともとビッグバンっていう爆発の最中にあったんだから。たとえこの世界が終わっても、俺たちは次の世界へ生きる。
The pain in the inside of my wrist intensifies, but somehow my nerves start to twitch with a strange, excited tremor. I'm older now, I don't believe in those stories anymore. I look down at Caleb's hand resting by his knee. Carefully, I separate his fingers and then give them a soft squeeze. I just realized how big your hands are.
昔、射撃を教えたときは、お前の手を完全に包み込むほどじゃなかったのにな。今はもう。
He remembers. Wait, what? He remembers? Caleb's eyelashes flutter down as he lets me play with his fingers. Then gently he closes his hand around mine, enveloping it completely in warmth. Wait, does he remember? Or is he just remembering bits? Or is this like some sort of reflex? Now we've both grown up.
大人になると、今までやりたくてもできなかったことができるようになるんだな。
I need to get my mind out of the gutter. sorry. We couldn't do? Or you mean the things we wouldn't dare to do? Our fingers intertwine, our skin rubbing against each other. I can feel his heartbeat travels from his bone to my ears. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Caleb's voice takes on a serious tone.
俺にその勇気があったとしても、お前はどうなんだ？
Wait, what? What's going on? My fingers slightly tremble in his grip. I have a sense that something is about to happen. Okay, do they? Is this a kissing chapter? What's going on? I look up and force myself to respond with a determined smile. Caleb, since you said that, then... Guys, they may have given you 2 choices, but in truth, the answer is only one. Kiss me. I can't believe I said that. Sorry. I'm sorry. Kiss me. Seeing Caleb hesitate, I hear myself let out a scoff. You coward. Just as I'm about to turn away, he suddenly presses his nose against mine.
今、なんて言った？
Our breaths blend because we're so close to each other, and the warmth from his dry lips begins to stir everything around us. You're all bark but no bite. This is a bluff. The sudden closeness makes me falter. What the heck? What the heck? Okay. Caleb leans in, just as I expected. In that instant, it feels like electricity jolts through my nerves. Before the moment can fully unfold, I turn my face away. You coward, MC, you coward! His lips brush against my ear, and I sit stiffly, watching a plane dive into the cotton candy-like clouds in the distance. How could you, MC?
臆病だな。
Okay. 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 That was a very sexually charged scene. I love it. I love it. The way they were teasing each other and then the tension. It was good. It was good. My head begins to feel foggy and heavy again. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice several aircraft approaching the floating island. Ah, no. No, it cannot be. It cannot be. Please, no. They're exclusive to the fleet at Caleb's command. Every deployment is inevitably linked to its colonel. Tension grips me as I see them. I quickly grab my arm around Caleb's neck. Caleb, let's go home. He follows my hurried glance, but fortunately, the drifting clouds obscure everything from view.
汽車を降りたらな。
Let's leave now. Are you scared or something? Clouds stretch... Wait, what? Does she want to jump out? What? MC? Calm down. Clouds stretch endlessly outside the train, but I know Caleb will find a way out eventually. I press my hand against the edge of the train car and push myself up. Girl, are you...
どこ行くんだ?
Use your evol. Anywhere is fine. I'm sorry. I forgot to change my nickname. He still calls me Meow. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. Anyway, tomorrow's the end of the world. Oh shit. MC. Yo, oh my gosh. MC is... You need to calm down. He grabs my arm and pulls me back into the train car. As his eyes sweep over my inner arm, his grip tightens around my wrist. Oh, he saw it. He saw it. He saw it. Oh shit, he saw it.
この後はまさかチップ。
So he remembers. I see his lips moving, but I can't hear him. Everything is drowned out by a piercing buzz. They're here, Caleb. They're coming. My body feels lighter, and the sweltering heat vanishes into darkness, drenched in cold sweat. Pain surges in waves, and only a faint straw-like glimmer of light remains, floating on the surface. You know, now that I've seen how paranoid that chip has made MC, I gotta hand it to Caleb for being as put together as we saw him. Although yes, he did scare us, but then now it makes sense why he's always trying to like speak in a nice tone. You know how he brushes topics off by talking about something else but in a loving way, like when she asked him, aren't you gonna tell me what we're gonna do or what the aim of your mission is? He's like, oh, you forgot to cut your bangs. You always, you know, like trying to call back to past memories and make light of the situation. I think this is basically him trying to calm down. Like, Caleb deserves more credit, you know? He definitely deserves more credit. I can only feel bad. But now what I'm seeing, it seems like Caleb has actually remembered everything. Was he just playing dumb? Maybe he remembered everything and then he just likes how MC is treating him, so he's like basking in it, not realizing that this is all driven because of the chip inside her arm. Like maybe he's thinking, oh, she's treating me like this because she thinks I lost my memory. Okay, I'm just gonna keep feigning I don't have my memory. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Okay, sorry. Chapter 8, let's go. My body no longer feels like my own. The searing pain courses through my nerves, burning me from the inside out. It's as if I'm being rewired with cold, ruthless precision, as if by a scalpel. Erase, organize. Oh, it's that chip. Because she's panicking? So the chip is trying to stabilize her emotions by organizing her memories and erasing it? Oh shit, okay. The relentless buzzing in my ears makes me want to scream, yet amidst the excruciating pain, something is gently pressed to my lips. I bite down instinctively, and a metallic taste spreads across my mouth. Did Caleb kiss her? And she bit him? Huh? When I regain consciousness, my hands and feet are bound to a bed. I can't move. The familiar cold light hits me. I'm in the Fleet's infirmary. Why did you bring me here?
今は自分の感情をコントロールしないといけない。
Caleb? He's back in his Fleet uniform, wearing that same unfamiliar mask-like expression. You remember everything? Since when? When we were at the amusement park? Or even before that?
いつ自分にチューリングチップを埋め込んだのか、まだ聞いてない。
Oh. Blood rushes to my head, and my sanity fractures under my shaky nerves. Cold sweat pours down as I bite my lip to keep from crying out. Let go of me! My struggles are futile to him. Caleb removes his gloves and gently rubs my swollen lips with his thumb.
自分を傷つけるな。しばらく休め。すでに手術の準備を進めてるから、すぐに痛みはなくなる。
Oh, he's taking it out. Right? The pain deepens with each throb of my nerves, and my vision starts to blur again. I'm almost collapsing in his arms, but I refuse to give in. Ever since we reunited, have you been enduring all this? Why didn't you tell me?
もし知らせた結果、自分自身をこんな状況に陥れるお前を見てることしかできないなら、俺はむしろお前の前に現れない方が良かった。
Yeah, okay, him not contacting her is starting to make sense. Caleb, I don't understand. They changed you, treat you like a pawn, and make you do those awful things. But you belong with me. You're the person I cherish the most. How could they do this to you?
お前は病気になったんだ。いいか、一眠りするだけだ。起きたら。
Huh? Oh. When Caleb isn't paying attention, I quietly undo the restraint. Wow, she is definitely a hunter.
何してる?
I push him away, slip off the bed, and stagger toward the door. No one can take you away from me. I'll bring you to a place where no one can find us. I feel as if my body is out of control. When the spinning finally steadies, I find myself stumbling and sitting down by the door. Behind me, Caleb walks over. He looks grim. Oh. Okay. Damn. Let go of me. Okay. Alright.
こんな状態でどこへ行くつもりだ。冷静になれないならこのままでいろ。
Oh, is this what Caleb goes through all the time?
子供の頃、お前が熱を出して体が痛いと言った時、舌を噛むのが心配で俺の手を噛ませたことがあった。
Oh, was she biting?
お前が強く噛むもんだから、あとは半月消えなかった。
Oh, she bit his hand.
その時、お前が大人になったら全部やり返してやろうって思ったんだ。
Okay, that's... Oh, okay. To be honest, I know what they're trying to do, but this foggy, glossed over filter thingy is kind of it's doing things to my eyes. I'm feeling a little it's not comfortable to look at. Now I'm the one who'll settle the score with you.
何するつもりだ?
I want to peel open your heart to see what secrets are hidden. Wow, okay, what? I'm sorry, what? Wait, what? Are hidden within. Okay, Caleb, maybe do you have a tranquilizer or something? Danger! What the hell, MC? As the Far Space Fleet Colonel, you've never been put on trial like this before, right?
俺の罪名は何だ?
You killed my Caleb. That's such an awful thing to say. The Caleb in this uniform, I don't like it. Eh? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait.
Oh,
damn. He called her a good girl. No! Wow, MC. Okay, let's go. Oh. I wonder... This is so painful for Caleb, though. She keeps saying, I hate how you are now, and that really hurts him. But then she's also like, even though I hate who you are now, I still love you so much. Look at you. You're like a sinner who's confessing.
ならお前も少し罪を着てくれ。俺が孤独にならないように。
Oh no. Oh gosh. My head, it hurts.
今回も子供の頃と同じだ。目が覚めたら痕跡はすっかり消えてる。どんな痛みも覚えてない。
Behind the glass wall, Liam watches the girl as she lies on the device. The neural scan projection shows a red area spreading from the chip. It indicates that less than 10% of her body is affected by corrosion. Holy shit.
チップを無理やり溶解すると、埋め込まれていた間の記憶が全て剥離され、脳の記憶構造にまで不可逆的な損害を与えます。
Oh. See, she's already had problems remembering things. I mean, yeah. That's sad because the joy that they shared in those 3 days, you know, just being regular people, well, quote unquote regular people, is gonna be gone. And all the affection that she showered him without any restraint is also gonna be gone. Oh gosh, why is Caleb's route so freaking heartbreaking? My goodness. I mean, yes, they're all heartbreaking. Don't get me wrong. It's just that every time I'm living through each route, I just feel so bad for every one of them. God is the writing, man. The writing is incredible.
最悪の場合、全ての記憶を失うことになりますが。本当によろしいですか?
You wanna bet he's dealt with it before, so he's okay with it?
続けろ。
Yeah. But then basically, yeah, he just doesn't want that chip on her. He presses the execute button and maneuvers the device to push the girl into the extraction pod. Liam hasn't checked his chip modification progress for a while, as it's been a long time since he last lost control of his emotions. Most of his memories with his wife were erased during the initial struggle. Oh. Liam? Oh. The only fragment that remains is the image of the tears she shed when they last saw each other. He knew he should have cried too, but his feelings were like rusted old machinery. They rigidly froze his outstretched hand.
チップの溶解に成功しました。記憶が剥離されました。
The process finishes smoothly and the projection automatically disappears. The only unknown answer will be revealed when she wakes up. Liam looks at Caleb, who's beside him. With how he now observes things, he can't say which is more agonizing: forgetting someone or being forgotten by them. So then he's like thinking about how his wife feels, right? And that's how we go around to MC losing her memory. I'd feel like her experience here would make it so much easier for her to accept 𝘾𝙗 and be understanding, isn't it? But then if she's going to forget everything, then all her hard work was, well, I say hard work, but it was just basically her being very impulsive and crazy. But then all that, she went through all that for nothing then in the end, which is... But anyway, I haven't seen the last chapter, but yeah, I have a feeling she's just going to forget, basically, and that's kind of upsetting. And we're back to here. Oh, I like how that turned around. Nice. In the dark, warm quagmire of a viscous substance slowly dissolves. Ah, that was the chip. My body regains a sense of boundless weightlessness. My consciousness stirs as sunlight filters through my blurred vision. And we're back to here. Gentle footsteps echo outside. They're followed by the soft creak of a door opening. After a long while of trying to place it, I finally recognize the face before me. It seems to emerge from a hazy, water-like blur. 𝘾𝙗. Oh, okay, she remembers. Okay. Sunlight spills a reddish golden hue into the room as I lift my head to shield my eyes from the glaring sunset outside. 𝘾𝙗. Wait, so did MC... Okay, wait, so MC was feigning that she forgot? Is that it? God damn it. Is she like taking it out on him? Okay, whew, okay, alright, okay. Or am I understanding this wrong? Okay, sorry. Let me just read. As I lift my hand to shield my eyes from the glaring sunset outside, 𝘾𝙗 leans in to block the light for me.
教会には俺から休みの連絡を入れておいた。休んでもいいし、出かけてもいい。俺が一緒にいる。
My head feels heavy and foggy, as if I've lost some important fragment of memory. But then she did end up forgetting. Yeah, okay, yeah. But then she didn't forget him entirely for a few days or anything. It's just, I think she was playing with him or something. I don't know. Our eyes meet, and slowly my gaze drifts to the red mark peeking out from beneath his cuff. A bite mark? 𝘾𝙗, what happened? 𝘾𝙗 slightly purses his lips for a fleeting moment, his expression appearing peculiar. It's as if he's fallen into this of sorrow.
もう考えるな。とりあえず何か食った方がいい。
Oh, wait, this is different from the first chapter. Eh? This is different, right? Am I losing my mind? He helps me up, tucks a pillow behind my waist, and sits on the edge of the bed. He's holding a bowl of porridge. The millet... Oh wait, how do you pronounce this? The millet? The millet porridge is thick and fragrant, perfectly cooked. I take a couple of spoonfuls from his hand before turning my face away.
もう食べたくないのか?
I don't feel like it. He gives a slight nod and stands up. As he turns around, a sudden wave of anxiety hits me. I immediately grasp the fabric at his waist. Where are you going?
茶碗を片付けるだけだ。
Oh. 𝘾𝙗 sits back down and opens his mouth like he's about to speak, yet he chooses to remain silent.
安心しろ。お前が寝るまで俺はどこにも行かない。
The shadows under his eyes betray a night of sleeplessness. He gently brushes away the stray strands of my hair.
眠いか?
Every cell in my brain feels drained. It's like I fought for so long. Still, I shake my head. I don't want to rest unless you help me fall asleep. I have a hunch that when I wake up, he'll no longer be the 𝘾𝙗 who only belongs to me. I curl up against his chest. After a moment, he wraps his arms around me. resting his chin on my shoulder and letting out a soft, tender laugh.
わかった。寝る前のお話でもしてやろうか。それとも別のことがいいか？
No bedtime story. You've never been a good storyteller since we were kids. Besides, I don't want to hear any more of your stories. A cool silver light glimmers near my neck. The metal pendant gently swings back and forth. Struggling to keep my eyes open, I cradle the pendant in my palm. When you come back, do you still remember what this gift represents?
俺が任務から無事に戻ってこられますようにって願いがこもってるんだろ。
Back then, I thought if you could just return to me, I wouldn't ask for anything else. A fleeting emotion passes through Caleb's eyes. I look up and tenderly touch his face. Caleb, you'll always stay by my side, right?
Ah.
Then should I put a bell around your neck? I trace my fingers along his neck. They brush over his Adam's apple before pressing down on the center of his collarbone. It'll be right here. That way you won't be able to escape.
お前が初めて俺の手を取ったあの日から、俺はもう逃げられないさ。
He leans down and kisses my forehead with a tenderness to show how much he cherishes me.
だから安心しろ。どんなことがあっても、俺はお前のそばにいる。もう寝よう。
I smile, settle into a comfortable position in his arms, and close my eyes, holding his hand gently. What Caleb doesn't know is that the dissolution of the touring chip didn't completely erase those memories. Oh, thank God. Even long after, I still remember every absurd story I told him during those 3 days. The misplaced kiss amidst the clouds, and the searing warmth of his skin. However, this little secret only exists in those 3 days. It must wither and decay, buried in the soil, even if we were to fall and get devoured in that dense jungle. The amusement park is closed. Dreams are meant to remain within the realm of dreams. No one has visited the small garden behind the shelter in a long time. The young man wearing a uniform pushes open the iron gate and walks along the desolate path into the expanse of plants. His leather boots step over a toppled seesaw in the weeds. In the distance within his view, a girl is sitting on a paper crane. Her back faces him. She swings her legs over when she turns to him. The rusty springs beneath her emit a jarring, screeching note. Huh? Caleb, you're here. What is this? The side of the elephant's slide was etched with uneven marks of their height as they grew up. One row on the left, one on the right. His marks always sit a bit higher than hers.
俺が兄ちゃんなんだから、いつも妹より背が高いのは当然だろ。
Okay, I'm the Oni-chan, so of course my height will always be taller than the imoto.
俺はお前より年上だし、手も大きいし、学校に行くのも早いし、歩くときはずっとお前の前にいるし。
Oh, this is from that PV.
それこそが兄ちゃんだ。
The boy's voice fades away. He looks up and sees his 11-year-old self climbing that tall tree near the building for the first time. Oh, he's reminiscing. He was seeing their past selves. He sits at the treetop. He draws out a paper crane from the window using his e-ball and brings the girl from inside the building to the window's edge. He times it perfectly. He peeks out from under the windowsill and extends his hand toward her. He asks if she wants to come along with him. This abandoned place with overgrown vegetation is their first paradise. But the wind seeps away those lingering echoes of the past. Hide and seek is over, and she appears before him from the swirling darkness. Caleb, how come you're always the first one to find me? Her voice pierces his heart like a jolt of electricity, a lingering affliction that he can never quite heal. It's also the source of his fears, his retreats, and his darkest thoughts. She stands at the end of everything, drawing him in. Gravity warps into a black hole around her. He clasps his right arm as though offering a solemn gesture of devotion.
それはきっとお前の想像する以上に俺がお前のことを愛してるからだ。
What? Wait, what? Oh my god, wow, why am I suddenly tearing up?
それはきっとお前の想像する以上に俺がお前のことを愛してるからだ。
Oh my god, wow. Okay. In the zero-gravity lab, the young man's body floats under the cold light, suspended in an almost primordial state. Tiny currents of electricity crackle in the air and slither into his mechanical right arm. Wow, this is what MC was dreaming about.
すでに完了した局部的な改造はまだチューリングチップの制御下にあります。
Oh my gosh, Enforcer.
ですが教授、チップに記録された真昼の記憶を読み込むことはできませんでした。
Oh.
チップが損傷しているのか?
Despite Caleb not being the perfect subject, they've sacrificed a great deal to obtain him. If the Turing chip in his body suffers any damage, the long-hidden plan will be in vain.
チップの完全度は 93% です。損傷しているというより、彼自身が自分の脳を閉ざしているようです。
Oh. Wait, so that's what we were looking at. We were looking at the sealed part of his memory in his brain. How did he do that? It also feels like it's related to his evil. Did he like created a space? So he was like looking at the memories of their past together. What? Okay, sorry.
我々が侵入させた巡回データは特定のエリアに到達するたびに消えています。拒絶や妨害に遭うのではなく、そのまま消えてしまうのです。
まるでブラックホールに吸い込まれたかのよう。
Sorry, I pressed it too early. So Caleb's evil is not just... Well, the thing is, I don't know much about my science, but I feel like gravity and black holes sort of have something in, like they have relation, right? Because he is able to create like these black holes. So yeah, he's using his evil to keep a part of his brain safe. Yo, what? Caleb is so... My gosh.
はい。
How troublesome.
人間は生まれつき多くの弱点を抱えている。その弱点は我々を優柔不断にさせ立ち止まらせる。弱点を切除することでのみ、いかなることにも打ち勝てるのだ。このエリアを突破しなければ、彼を徹底的に改造することは永遠にできない。まだ他に方法はあるか?
The Enforcer inputs another string of characters on the control panel. After a moment,
見つけました。このエリアは何重にも暗号化されており、それに対応する鍵があるはずです。そのような鍵は一つしか存在しません。しかも、一度きりしか使用できない可能性が非常に高いです。
high probability that it's a one-time use key. The old man nods, giving one last glance at his great work before turning to leave the room.
ならば、どんな犠牲を払ってでもそれを見つけ出せ。
Wow. Oh my god. Okay, so I actually went back to read the myth again, which is why I'm making a cut like this. And originally I did yap for about 10 minutes right after watching the myth, but I was also so all over the place because my brain was so fried, like deep fried, as in triple fried. I decided to just gather my thoughts first and then re-record this little insert that you are seeing right now. Okay, so first, I just wanted to talk about Caleb and MC, and I have to say, Caleb's behavior is starting to make so much sense. I just had to stop and think about how the Turing chip actually affects him. I feel like it makes you more impulsive, more paranoid, and, you know, all that break or filter that you've sort of developed that helps you navigate human relationships and learn about boundaries, like all of that, that's all like down the drain. Maybe inhibitions, yeah, like all his inhibitions, his hesitation, all gone. So if you think about just how long Caleb has been pining and yearning for MC, wow. Like, this man deserves a lot of credit. He deserves a lot of credit. I mean, think about his anxieties. They're probably heightened because of the Turing chip. And then on top of that, the paranoia. I'm really surprised he hasn't already like done a Toma from Amnesia and built a cage somewhere to lock her in there and then make both of them disappear from the world's radar. Really, I wouldn't blame him if he did. Like, I'm very surprised that he hasn't faked both their deaths. But yeah, I'm just saying, he deserves a lot of credit, and for holding it in like crazy, for sure. Now, all those times where it seems like he needed to take a minute, you know, like taking a deep breath and then continuing, he was literally just trying to calm himself down because of that stupid chip. I really feel like when he was crying out like, don't leave me, or don't take her away, he didn't want to go through that where the chip was going to take away his memories of her. Now, I also think that when he was crying out, don't take her away or don't leave me, I feel like that could also be because, or maybe it's just a hint, or I don't know. It could also be because of the fact that they were being experimented as children. Like he could be having nightmares of that time. Like how when they just kept taking her away to experiment on her, and then when she came back, she would just be fully reset, and he'd have to go through that whole process again. And yeah, I think that could also be it. But then I don't really know for sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So now after that, there's this whole 93% of his autonomy completely taken away from him. We find that the 7% is the part where he seals his memory. Now just thinking about it, like, wow, the dedication for him to be able to do that. Like the devotion he has for MC, wow. I'm pretty sure that scene where he was visiting that forgotten shelter is that sealed away memory, and for it to be so he would never forget her, wow. It just makes me wonder the capabilities of a person's evil. Like, it's so freaking smart. So then we found out that since that part is sealed, he did a little digging, and then he found out that there's actually a key that can opened up that sealed part of his memory. And then no one actually really says it out loud, but I don't know if you guys remember. I really don't know if any of you remember, but during my stream, we were actually looking up MC and Caleb's myth battle companion, and we were looking through the skills. I didn't realize, but it literally told us what the key was. You know what? I'm just gonna show it to you. Just give me a minute. Okay, so right here. So in my stream, we were actually checking out Caleb's skills and abilities. And then when we went through it, I just realized over here, you're the reason why the encrypted dreamscape cannot be decoded. I didn't understand what it meant at the time, but it turns out they were telling us that she was the key. They were telling us that she was the key. So I found that really, really crazy. Like, whoa. But that's funny, like it only clicked in me later on. And then not to mention this thing is called total blockade, like the total blockade of that 7% of his memory. Like it's so fitting. So yeah, we find that MC is the key, which is perfect because he has no intention on letting anyone get their hands on her. He trusts her. It makes absolute sense how she is the key. But boy, is that one heck of a mission, because everyone, like everyone, wants MC. Especially since MC is the major key for ever to achieve the dream of immortality. And if we think about Xavier, who is from Philos, the very future where Ever has succeeded, they did make it happen. We just don't know if that will be the case in this timeline. Now, after reading the myth, like literally, I think I've read that final chapter twice already. After reading all that, I'm starting to think that Dr. Lucius isn't exactly acting entirely for Ever. He is starting to feel more and more like he has his own personal agenda. And you know that mysterious sick person that we saw with the salt and pepper hair at the end of the main storyline chapter? I feel like that guy is the key to it. Because if there's a theme in Love and Deepspace, it's the theme of jumping through hoops and hurdles just to do whatever it takes to keep their loved ones safe. So I wonder if there could be some sort of relation between those two. Like maybe he's a grandson, maybe a son. I don't know. There has to be a reason. Oh, right. Another thing. Turns out I wasn't going crazy. You know that first part? The first chapter and the last chapter, they were like, I feel like they were two different instances. I mean, to rationalize why those two chapters felt like two different instances, I just have two ideas. One, the scene in chapter 1 was actually a part of Caleb's memory that he has sealed away, because he does keep having memories of her. So he's keeping all the memories he has of her, even new ones, I feel, into that 7%. I feel like that scene in chapter 1 was probably one of those times he visits to remember her. But then again, because we were in the POV of MC herself, I do have another idea, which is 2. Since he has a way to seal his memories in his subconsciousness, is he able to do the same for others? I don't know. I feel like this is more far-fetched. Like, is it possible that he went in there so that MC would remember what would happen instead of forget? But I feel like this is less likely. But it is an idea. Let me know what you guys think, because I was confusion. Then finally, the part where Caleb was taking over the fleets. Okay, like, because so far, I feel like this myth does focus mostly on the relationship between Caleb and MC. Which makes sense because it is about their love line, right? But I do feel like it did show a big part of the main story plot as well, which is the part where Caleb takes over the fleets. Now, I have a feeling, you know that unknown man? I feel like that unknown man might be from Ever. Because reading it again, Caleb was using polite speech with that mystery man, even though he dropped the polite speech with Colonel Heath. Now, since Colonel Heath was also someone placed by Ever, I think Dr. Lucius was doing something outside of Ever's interests. And so they sent that man to deal with it. So obviously they'd be sending someone of higher rank than Dr. Lucius because, you know, he's dealing with him. And I think Ever is just trying to warn the doctor to not get carried away, because if you think about it, taking over and then causing everyone to go through this like modification, you know, getting chipped, it's a big move. And if it affects a lot of families, and you've seen how it's affected Liam's family, I feel like if it gets big enough, this would definitely alert the authorities. Because in the end, Ever is just a company. They're not law enforcement, they're not the government. Although they probably have people in law enforcement and the government, like as you see they did with the fleets. But yeah, I'm sure they do not want to be found out in order for their mission to go as smoothly as possible. So if that's the case, why would that mystery man let Caleb go? I'm not sure. But maybe he had no intention to kill him. Maybe just to send a message, which he definitely did. The Evergroup knows about the Turing chips, and they also let the Doctor know that they can also disarm it because of that, instrument that was spazzing out Caleb's Turing chip. Which is why at the end of the myth, Dr. Lucius looks desperate to take full control over Caleb and complete his full body modification. Gosh, it's awful. I have to say, like, it's a roller coaster, this myth, really. But that's all I've got so far, I think. I'm a little I am wowed. Caleb as a character really drew in all my sympathy. Like, he's been experimented as a child, finally gets taken into a quote-unquote family, and then gets taken away from that family only to be experimented on again because he doesn't want to leave MC. And yet at the same time, he feels like he should not be around MC because of the changed man he has become. Because honestly, Infold, you have our wallets, must you take our tears as well? But I love it. I love it. The angst is angsting. I'm not complaining. But yeah, do let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I've been staying away from the Discord because I didn't want to get spoiled. I didn't want my opinions to be affected by anyone else's opinions first, because that's the fun about discussions, how we can affect each other's theories. For those of you who are Discord members wondering why I've been away, I'm sorry. I've just been busy with IRL stuff and then trying to get this editing done. I will be there more often now that the myth is done. So yeah. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, do like and subscribe if you feel like it. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye.